Hello, travelers from across the space. This is your host, Cosmo Lord, and today I want to show you my Rescue Ace deck profile. I've been loving Rescue Ace since the day that it was released, but now that they finally have the support that they needed to make this deck competitive, I'm loving this deck quite a lot, and I've been using this deck as my main deck for locals and for all the tournaments. Now you see the Duelist Nexus playmat that I won, and the sneak the field center. Sorry, that's really cool. So, without further ado, let's go to see this deck profile. I will tell you my what I feel about the radios that I play, some combos, and let's start with this amazing deck profile. So first we have Rescue Ace Turbulence. Maybe you will ask why I'm playing two, why I'm playing just one. I'm missing one. My friends of my teammates gonna give me another one the next time I go to locals because um, you should play two. Actually, I mean, when I needed this card to be at the dead, I was able to put it off because when you set four, most of the time you won. I mean, if this card resolve, you usually won the game. This card is insane. It's really powerful. The fact that you can just remove two cards, especially among a really powerful beast stick, and you can activate this effect and set four. It doesn't matter if your opponent has Ash or Droll. This doesn't count because it just set. So it's insane. It's really powerful. And maybe you're wondering that maybe everybody is gonna try to make Impair and Baylor to this card, and I feel that's the good play. Um, but I have some counter for that, and I will tell you. Yeah, best card of the deck, MVP, amazing card. So then we have the heart and soul of the deck. I mean, if Turbulence is the win condition, Hydrant is the card that gets the deck going. You can search any rescue monster that you need. So this card can be mostly anything. It cannot be targeted by card effects if this and is another rescue is on the field. So you can protect this effect from Imper, Baylor, and so on. Really powerful card, and the fact that it's a level one make this card even better for combos that I will show you later on. It's quite expensive right now. This card was really cheap when they were released. Then we following with the big guy, the new big guy. We have Rescue Ace Prevented. This guy, the artwork looks insane. The effect is insane. Everything of this card, I love it. The fact that it's a Bukamu makes this deck the ability to counter your opponent, and that's something that Rescue were missing. You can put a lot of monsters on board, but none of the monsters did anything. And now they have a monster that can do something, and Rescue A were able to play in your opponent's turn back in the day, but they can summon quite a lot of monster. But those monsters doesn't do anything in your opponent's turn, so your opponent needs to just get rid of them, and you didn't have the advantage that you wanted for using the effects of the rescue aid at hand. But right now, with this, you can abuse the rescue aid effects in your hand, and when you summon this card out with another rescue ace, you can interrupt your opponent's plays, even if it's the first turn of your opponent. So really powerful card. I suggest you play two. The other effect is the one that makes this deck go really crazy with combos that I will show you. We have really powerful addition for the deck. Then we have Rescue Ace Lifter. I mean, this card, so many people, I know there's a debate if this card is the best one or is either a better card. For me, for what I have experienced, I feel Lifter is quite a better option to start because Lifter can give you emergency. When emergency was not released, this card was not that great because all the other spell trap card you can actually set it with turbulence. The only card that you wasn't able to search was the field spell. You use Lifter for that, but now Lifter can search for emergency. If you will ask me which card would you actually hit for this death? Maybe it could be Lifter, to be fair, because it's a Stratos. It can distribute itself, some more monster for hand. It's quite powerful. Then we have one card that many people, I don't know why, Rescue Impulse are trying to pull this card out of their decks. I think that's really wrong. This card is quite powerful, and the fact that you can actually use it in your opponent's turn, even if there's their first turn, you can tribute this card. You can summon another card that's really powerful that I will show you now, and you can establish a quite good board for your first turn without losing any advantage. So it's a quite powerful card. Then we have, and there's another effect, yeah, that I will show that I want to tell you about the impulse. And maybe not all the people know is that you can tell one monster the opponent control that has a higher attack, and you for the rest of the turn, that monster can activate that effect. So, for example, your opponent has Baron or this party, two powerful monsters right now in the game. You can activate the effect, try to negate the Baron. Baron will try to negate the effect, and you can use the another effect to dribble itself and search another rescue ace for the dead. So you trigger Baron immediately with this card. So it's really powerful. And then we have the card that I wanted to show you that worked really well when Impulse is Fire Engine. You should play just two. I play in three because I'm missing one Turbulence. But this should be one Turbulence and then you need two Fire Engine. So Fire Engine is a quite gimmick effect. If you normal summon, special summon rescue ace, this card can be special summon from hand. And when the opponent actually a special summon at level 4 or lower, I mean, when your opponent special summon a monster, you can special summon a rescue ace level 4 or lower for your deck. So you know what you can do. If you activate Impulse, when your opponent activate a monster effect in the main phase, you can special summon this card. Whatever your opponent summon a monster, you can trigger this card, and then you can search for Lifter. And then Lifter will activate to search for emergency. So right now, I have 5 cards in hand, and I have 2 good monsters on the board in my opponent's first turn. So that's quite unique. And if this card is in hand, and maybe you want to have a Book of Moon or something, you can activate Impulse, you can search for Preventer, and then since it was Special Summon Rescue Ace, you can activate this card effect, Special Summon, and then you have a Book of Moon in your opponent's first turn. So that's quite unique. It's a unique gimmick of Fire or Rescue Ace. It reminds me a bit about tier elements in that aspect. And then we have the one-outs. We have Monitor. Monitor is quite good. I mean, you can search a trap card. That's not bad. And then we have this guy, Rescue Ace Fire Attacker. This is my least favorite. It's quite good when it resolved, but you usually don't try to go for this card. If you are any other auction, you will go for other cards. But it's not a bad card. You have it in hand. It gives you pluses really easy to someone decided or any card you need. But overall, a one-up is okay. It's fine. That's everything for the Rescue Ace monster lineup. Then we have a tech card that I will show you. Maybe it will surprise some people, but it's this card. This ritual monster is insane for this deck. It's called Saurabis, the ancient in ancient. And the reason why I'm playing this card is because of Turbulence. So this card, when it's discarded, you can negate the effect of a card that is targeting a monster. So, for example, you try to activate this monster effect to set 4. Your opponent try to impair or barrier. You can just discard this card, and that's it. You can go free to set 4. And then if you're playing mirror match and you summon this card, maybe your opponent will try to use, if you're going second, the drop card for Rescue Ace to negate the effect or to destroy the monster. You can just discard this card, and that's it. So quite unique card, and the reason that I play in this card over Russell Designator is the fact that you don't need to play any other cards to have it as um, to be able to use crossbow designator, because you need to play better impermanence, Nibiru, everything like that, and other cards. But doing this guy, there's just three cards that protect my most powerful combo in the deck and any of the other variants. So I like it and can be used even in my second turn, in my opponent's turn. I mean, it's a hand trap. No, your opponent is not spending this card at all, and you don't have to set it, so they can destroy Crossout Designator easily and then go for the combo. Win this, it will always be in the hand and it will always try to surprise your opponent. So yeah, quite powerful monster. Then we have hand trap. Also for hand trap, I have 3 Ashford Staple and 1 Ibiru. Yes, it's not the best. I mean, when I said best, it's not the greatest hand trap lineup, but I feel it's good enough for this. The reason why I prefer Ash, because Ash is really powerful, it's really strong, especially because we have branded, this card destroy branded. And the fact that I have Nibiru here is also a surprise factor. I mean, nobody is trying to spend Nibiru in the first game. So you go in second when you have Nibiru. This guy have helped me a lot to win a lot of games because nobody is spending Nibiru in the main deck nowadays. So yeah. Then we have the most powerful, ridiculous card of the entire archetype, the card that makes this deck playable, the card that has made Rescue Ace a tier 4, tier 3 deck to a tier 1 status, and that's Emergency. Emergency is insane. This card, I love it. When I saw this card, I was not believing what I read. What can I say about this Emergency? This card is just so good. You need to play 3. Of course, you need to play 3. If I could play 4, I would play 4. I love this card. Wherever I resolve this card, usually I'm winning, you know. So yeah, very good card. That's Emergency. So then we have another good card. That's a one-off right now. That's Rescue Ace HQ. This card is really good, but the fact that you just need one. You can search this card. You can recycle, and usually your opponent won't try to destroy this card. It's a one. It's a one-off. It's really good. Give your opponent, give your monster a boost in attack. Can be good for OTK in defense, of course, and recycle your 4 cards, spell drop cards that you set Wind Turbulence. So quite good, but you just need one. I know people have told me that maybe if you face Castira, you maybe need to go for 2, but I'm fine with 1. It's okay. You can deal with Castira with that. Then we have 2 Rescue Ace spell. We have Alert. Then we have Rescue. These cards are quite powerful. The fact that when they have Hydran on field, you can use it right away. So this is a Rhoda, and this card can special summon a monster for the grave or for your opponent's graveyard if they control Hydran. The second effect don't come that often, but to be fair, I won some games because of that effect. Especially because when your opponent tries to resolve effect to special summon monster from grave, you can trigger that. You can change this card, take the monster, and your opponent can be screwed. So yeah, quite powerful cards. They deserve the ultra spot. And then we have one notes for Green Dropple. The reason why I play this card is because right now this card is good going second. There's a lot of powerful combo decks in the format, so it helped me quite a lot. And since I set 4 cards, I can set this card as a 5 card set, and I can send all the cards that I have set that I won't use that much to trigger Forbidden Droplet. So really good without losing that advantage. Then we have 1 for 1 because I want to see Hydra as soon as possible. Then we have Reinforcement because I want to see Lifter as soon as possible. We have Cobalt the Great because I don't want any hand trap to mess my combo. And then we have Tribute Tactic Talents because it's a really powerful card and dynamic and cool effects. And And if they try to go to stop my combo, then I can activate that 3 tactics down. Then we have 3 impermanence. Permanence is better than Baylor and anything else. It's insane card. I love it, so that's why I'm playing at 3. If you use impermanence when a smart move, you can destroy in any strategy that the decks right now has. And then we have 2 cards that are really good for the deck. That's Container and that's Extinguish. One is a warning point, and one is like destroy a monster, and the monster can use the effect on anything for the rest of the turn. Sorry. So yeah, that's the deck, guys. That's the Rescue Ace deck. I can give you the deck profile in the comments below. And now I'll show you my extra deck and some combos that I suggest for you guys to try it out. We have Lindy Caller, the first monster, and Linkuribo was one of. I will explain why I played Lindy Talker, but Linkuribo is because he's cybers, it's really easy to make, and there's another combo that I want to show you. As level 2 monster, I have quite a few of them. Mascarena, really good turn ones and control. Then we have this guy, Red Producus. This guy is insane for a combo that I will show you. Then we have Hira. We have Sunlight Wolf. We have Nightmare Phoenix. And then we have Nightmare Cerberus. This card is really good. And since you're playing Sunlight Wolf, if you summon here, you draw. So that's why I'm playing. Sunlight Wolf is really good to recycle all your Rescue Ace. This card can be amazing because you can special summon any Ash from the grave, and you're playing a fire deck archetype, so really easy to make. This card is for a combo that I will show you, and IP Masquerade is still one of the greatest level 2 Link monster. Rank 2, sorry. For level 3, we have, of course, Nightmare Unicorn. We have Hit Leo in Hit Soul, sorry, and then we have Protect Code Talker. Is for the combo that I will show you. That's really good. Maybe you all guys have seen that combo already. And for Lean 4, we have Access Code Talker to engage quite easily, and Firewall Dragon for a combo that meet this guy. This is the summon piece of the combo, the last card. And since we're playing that card, of course we're playing the fusion card that allows us to negate spell trap card. And I will show you why I play that in a few moments. Now let's take a look to some combos that you can make. So for our first combo, let's see what we can do with just one card. We have Lifter in hand. We normal summon Lifter. We trigger his effect. We search for that for spell. You know the spell that we're gonna search? Of course, Emergency. I will activate Emergency effect to special summon a rescue for make that. The rescue monster that I will bring is, of course, Turbulence. I can triple Lifter because of the Emergency effect, and I can activate Turbulence effect to set the 4 cards that I told you already. You can use any other, you can search another Emergency if you want, but if it is the way, you set all the 4 cards and you're good to go for your first turn. So yeah, there you have it. So moving on with another combo with more cards. Like example, you have Lifter. I told you Lifter is gonna be the MVP for this combo that I'm gonna make. You have any other Rescue Ace monster in your hand? You have any of them? Let's say you have this one. You have all this card in your hand. You normal summon Lifter. Let's say you have 2 cards. Lifter would summon who search Emergency. You wanna use Emergency, but instead of tribute the Lifter, you're gonna tribute this card. Of course, after you search your Hydrant, then you're gonna trigger your Hydrant effect. Here's the Hydrant. I will activate the effect of the Hydrant, and I will search a monster. I will show you the best combo of this deck. The monster that I wanna bring to the table it won't be Turbulence in this case. You can do it, but I will go for Preventer. What I'm gonna do? I'm gonna make a level 1 monster. It's gonna be Linkuribo. After that, I'm gonna remove the hydrant. I'm gonna summon Preventer. Let's put it here. Then after that, I can go and make a level 2, Windows 2, and I'm gonna bring the stranger card that I had in my extract. It was this one. Now, Preventer will trigger the effect. It will target Hydrant and special summon to the zone that reproduces is targeting. I will activate that effect and I will call Cybers. This card becomes Cybers because this card effect, and I can go and make a level 4, level 1, sorry, Link monster that needs a level 4 or lower Cybers. This one. And now what I need to do is go for a Link 3 with all these cards. Okay, go for Link 3. And the Link 3 that I'm gonna make is Protect All Talker. Yep, I have Protect All Talker now. And now what I can do at this point is make, of course, Firewall Dragon. Then Firewall Dragon, then Link Decoder effect will trigger. I will special summon this card here, and I can now remove 2 monsters from my graveyard for the effect of Protect Talker. I will banish the both of the links that I use for this combo. They're gonna go remove. I'm gonna summon Protect Talker in the below Firewall Dragon. I will activate Firewall Dragon effect. I can search bad Preventer if I need to, or maybe the other fire monster that I send with an emergency. I don't know. You chose what you need. And now I can go, since we have 5, for this guy. I can activate effect, search, I send a monster Cybers from my graveyard. He gains their attack. He get 2,500 attack. Search this card to the graveyard. And now it's quite powerful. You can negate spell and drop card. And in my next turn, I can activate that effect again. I can set hit soul and gain a bonus attack and can become quite powerful. So the reason why this card is so good is that your opponent can activate anything in the battle phase, so it prevents your opponent for using Evenly Match. This deck struggle against Evenly Match. So if you go first and you can put this card, win Turbulence, you're in a really good position to win in the game. Your opponent won't be able to use the counter card that kills this deck, and you will have an additional negate in your graveyard, plus all the cards that you had from Turbulence set. So it's a powerful combo. I will show you now the Sunlight Wolf effect. So for this combo, we'll need to summon Hydrant, activate his effect. I will search for, of course, Turbulence. See, Turbulence. Now I can activate Emergency effect. When emergencies activate, I can search any of the monster for the deck. For this case, we're gonna search Lifter. Lifter, we activate the effect, and we will search the fixed spot. Yep. And for the tribute monster, I'm gonna tribute this one because I can. So Turbulence is gone. And now for this case, I can remove Turbulence, special summon this card. With these two, I'm gonna go and make Sunlight Wolf. Now for the effects of Preventer that was sent to the graveyard, I can special summon this card. I can trigger the effect. I can search. I can set 4 cards for my deck. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have the field spell, remember? And now what I can do is that for this especially I need to put this card here. Sorry, mess up. I will need to go for a link one. I didn't pick up any. If you saw, I didn't use the effect doesn't like wool because it was a mistake. Because now is the moment that I'm gonna use the effect to pick a card from grave. And the link one that I'm gonna summon is Linkuribo. That's why I play Linkuribo other instead of other link ones. And I will trigger something like Wolf. I can pick any of the cards that I said. For this case, I will pick this one. And now, or maybe this one to have a hand effect. And now I can go full link 3, seeing both of their outsiders, and I can summon the Heal Leo. So now I can trigger Heal Leo effect and draw a card. And when in my opponent's turn, I can activate Heal Leo again, draw another card. So look the field, everything that I did. I didn't actually abuse the effect of the field spell. Imagine that I could use any of the cards before going for this. Or if I use any other Rescue Ace card, that would be nuts to activate the effect of the field spell. So you see, it's a really powerful combo, especially if you're going first. So yeah, Rescue Ace as a whole is a powerful strategy. What I can tell you guys that you need to try this deck out, you will love it. The fact that it's a deck that doesn't need the extra deck to be playable is amazing. That's the fact that I was missing for Yu-Gi-Oh decks, because everything was just extra deck, and there are decks that doesn't need the extra deck as Cosmo, but right now Cosmo needs support, and we finally have a deck that is kind of like that, and it's here to stay. That's Rescue Ace. So happy for Konami for releasing this archetype. Love the artwork, the gameplay, the design. It's really funny to play, really good. So yeah, guys, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys give me a thumbs up. It helped me quite a lot. And tell me what you feel about, how you feel about Rescue Ace, and how you feel about this deck profile. If you wanted more decks to be played here and display, make a review, a strategy, deck list, anything, just let me know in the comments below. Thank you guys for watching, and hope you have an amazing day. See ya.